the passing of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, the world of Islam stood at a crossroads. The weight of leadership now rested on those left behind. Among them was Hussain ibn Ali, a man destined to carry forth the legacy of his grandfather. But he was not alone. The companions of the Prophet, his father Ali, and his brother Hassan, would shape the course of history in ways the world would never forget. The passing of the Prophet sent ripples through the land. His grandson Hussein, a mere child at the time, clung to his memory. The people looked to the family of the Prophet, especially to Ali, Hussein's father. But power took a different turn. The companions, the Ansar and the Muhajirin, gathered to determine the future of leadership. Some sought to uphold justice, while others were drawn to worldly ambitions. The question of leadership led to disputes. While some believed Ali was the rightful successor, others followed a different path. Leadership was assumed by the first caliph, and Ali, though knowing his divine right, chose patience. Hussein watched as his father became the advisor to rulers who had taken what was his by divine decree. Years passed, and leadership changed hands multiple times, each transition deepening the cracks within the unity of the Muslim Ummah. With each transition, the cracks in the unity of the Muslim Ummah grew deeper. Hussein grew up embodying the wisdom, justice, and resilience of his father and grandfather. He was surrounded by men of honor, Salman al-Farsi, Abu Zar al-Ghifari, and Miqdad ibn Aswad, each of whom had sworn loyalty to his father Ali. They shaped his understanding of justice, faith, and sacrifice. Hussein was not just a leader by blood, but by virtue. He carried himself with the nobility of a king, yet lived humbly among the people. During the third caliph's rule, power became centralized among the Umayyads. Men like Marwan ibn Hakim and Muawiyah ibn Abi Sufyan grew in influence, using wealth and favoritism to expand their control. The poor were left neglected while the elite thrived. This injustice did not sit well with Hussein or his father, who openly opposed such corruption. Hussein learned from Abu Zar's exile, from the struggles of Ammar ibn Yasir, and from the betrayal of many who once stood with the Prophet. When the third caliph was assassinated, the people turned to Ali, pleading for his leadership. Reluctantly, he accepted, knowing that corruption had taken root deep within the system. Hussein stood beside his father as he faced opposition from Aisha in the Battle of Camel, from Muawiyah in Siffin, and from the treacherous Kharijites in Nahrawan. Hussein fought valiantly, proving his courage and loyalty. But treachery was never far away. In Kufa, as Ali led the morning prayer, a poisoned sword struck him, as it was impossible to kill him in the battle. Enemies chose to attack him while praying, ending his reign but not his legacy. After Ali's martyrdom, Hassan became the rightful leader, but he faced immense pressure. Muawiyah's deception, bribery, and threats forced Hassan into signing a peace treaty to avoid further bloodshed. Hussein, though heartbroken, respected his brother's decision. He watched as Muawiyah strengthened his grip on power, violating the treaty, persecuting followers of Ali, and spreading falsehoods about the Prophet's family. The burden of justice weighed heavily on Hussein's heart. Muawiyah feared Hassan's influence and ordered his assassination through poison. Hussein wept for his brother, burying him next to his grandfather. With Hassan gone, Muawiyah focused on securing his son Yazid's rule. Yazid, unlike his father, was reckless and impious. When Muawiyah died, Yazid sent orders to the governors demanding allegiance. Hussein, the grandson of the Prophet, was at the top of his list. Yazid's governor, Walid, summoned Hussein to force his allegiance, but Hussein knew what this meant. Yazid's rule represented the destruction of Islamic values. Pledging allegiance to him was not just a political decision, but a moral betrayal. With unwavering conviction, Hussein refused. His companions, Muslim ibn Aqil, Zuhair ibn Qayn, and Habib ibn Mazahir, stood by his side. They knew this was the beginning of something far greater. Knowing the danger ahead, Hussein gathered his family and companions. He bid farewell to his mother's grave, to his brother's resting place, and to the city that had once been the cradle of Islam. The road ahead was filled with uncertainty, but his heart was certain of one thing. He would never bow to injustice. His journey was not one of personal ambition, but of divine duty. And so the caravan of Hussein moved forward into the pages of history, into the hearts of those who seek truth. This was not just the beginning of a battle, it was the continuation of a legacy of truth against falsehood, justice against tyranny, and faith against corruption. Hussein's journey would define the meaning of sacrifice, echoing through time as a call to every heart that longs for righteousness. His sacrifice was not just a moment in history, but a turning point that reshaped the course of faith and justice. The echoes of his stand continue to inspire generations, reminding the world that righteousness always finds its voice. But what challenges await Hussein on his path? Who will stand by him and who will betray him? Join us in the next chapter as we uncover the trials that awaits him.